Rookie center Olu Oluwatimi got his very first career start for the Seattle Seahawks, and the guy looked damn good on tape. From a technique standpoint, the guy was very stout. And today we're going to analyze his tape. I'm very fired up for it. One of the things I noticed with this guy right away was that between him and his guards, whether it was Damian Lewis or Anthony Bradford, the guys are getting physical and they're wanting to put people down. Like you see here on this one where Damian Lewis and Oluwatimi end up putting this guy down. And then Damian Lewis finishes him. But I saw a lot of snaps like this. And this is part of what I think the Seattle Seahawks definitely have with their offensive linemen. They got some physical guys up front. And I think Olu Oluwatimi definitely has the potential to be the long-term center here for the Seattle Seahawks. So today we're going to analyze the entirety of his tape. Very fired up for it. Let's get right into it. Check this play out. You're going to get a fake run towards the left. And it's going to ultimately be an end around to the running back Kenneth Walker out of the slot. But Olu Oluwatimi is going to peel back and he's going to try to lead out in front for Walker. Now he doesn't make contact with anyone, but this will be a great learning experience for him. One of the things that's very important for guys is to get reps and get that experience in the NFL. In this one here, you guys can tell that as he's trying to peel back, he runs right into the other rookie offensive lineman right there, and that ultimately slows him down. So these are some of the reps that this guy's going to have to take to kind of get the feel as to how to properly peel back. At the same time, he doesn't really make contact with anyone. He kind of gets in front of the running back as he's trying to get out there. So again, the mental reps are going to allow this guy to develop. So I didn't want to just state that really quickly. Let's get into the next snap. Check this play out. You got an outside zone to the left of the screen. This play is going to pick up 6 yards. A really nice job by the center to process this one. A really good job if you guys ask me. On a zone run like this, one of the important things within this play is as you're stepping over here to the left, it's very important to recognize which guys are trying to jump which gap. In this one, the linebacker clearly is going to try to jump in there, and you're going to see the center get off his block and ultimately pick this guy up. The right guard also does a good job by sticking to the nose at that point, and the running back's going to bend it right through that same gap. And you really see this in slow motion. So the center is going to step to the left. The right guard is also going to step that same exact way. Because the nose is going to follow the center is going to kind of stick to that same guy. Now, number 7, the inside linebacker, is going to jump the A gap. And the center is going to recognize that. And he's going to get off the block, pick up number 7. And just like that, the running back's going to cut it back. Really nice job by the running back. 6 yards. Beautiful job processing by the rookie center. Now, another thing that Olu Oluwatimi is going to really have to learn is all the offensive line protection calls. I think a lot of the stuff in college that you'll learn is very similar to the NFL, but I think the NFL adds a whole new dimension to it. This is kind of an interesting play. Because at the end of the day here, the Cardinals are going to bring 5 guys, and it does not get picked up properly. And the quarterback has to ultimately check the ball down. Now, here's the interesting thing within this play. If you count the numbers, you got a guy here, a guy here, a guy here, a guy here on the line of scrimmage. And then you got 36 here who's also on the line of scrimmage. By my count, the proper slide would have been to the right, where the left guard takes the 2I, the center, right guard, right tackle are all going to slide and basically pick up these 3 guys here. At least in my opinion, that would have been the right call. Now they're going to slide to the left instead, which means these are the 3 guys that the center, left guard, left tackle are responsible for. And I'm just not sure if this was the right call. Because as you guys are going to see, you get a free guy right off the right side, and basically you're sliding to the left, and 2 guys aren't going to be able to pick up 3. And the quarterback has to check the ball off. Now this is 3rd and 15. The quarterback checks it off, and you barely get back to the line of scrimmage. This play just didn't make sense to me, and I'm sure there's something with the protection call that the center has to be able to figure out. Not a big deal. This is a learning rep as well for Olu Oluwatimi. Let's get into the next snap. Check this play out. You got a really nice cover 6 beater designed by the offense on this one. Perfect play call for the defense that the Cardinals ran, and this one's going to hit for a 28-yard touchdown. Let's break this play down. It does not get better than this one. So the defense is in a cover 6. The way you can tell is based off the alignment of the safety and corner. They're basically on the same side when you split the field in half, which means the safety here is going to take the top half, and these 2 guys are splitting the bottom half. Now the scissors concept works perfectly to attack this play, because you can get Tyler Lockett to run a corner route, and you're going to have Jackson Smith-Njigba run a post right underneath that. At the same time, you're going to get a deep crosser by the tight end right at the safety, which is going to occupy that safety right there. And the only way to really stop this play is if the safety here is able to recognize the post route. And within this play, you're going to see that that safety is not going to be able to recognize it. You can see as soon as Jackson Smith-Njigba hits his break for the post, you can see that number 3 here, Budda Baker, is not going to recognize that fast enough. The outside cornerback does see it, but at this point, he has the responsibility taking the corner route. At the same time, you got Noah Fant running directly at the safety here. So you're really putting these guys in conflict. And ultimately, the quarterback's going to be able to deliver the pass. And just like that, you get a 28-yard touchdown pass. And this is one of those moments within the game where an offensive coach knows what the defense likes to do in certain situations. And they're going to design certain plays. And they're going to give the quarterback the option that, hey, they're in a cover 6. Let's motion Noah over to the left side of the formation. Let's make sure he understands what he has to do. And he, in this instance, obviously knew exactly what he has to do. And the quarterback does a great job recognizing it. You got to play action. The O-line does a fantastic job holding up. You see that the quarterback has plenty of time and he delivers a really, really nice pass. Just a beautiful all-around design. Let's get into the next snap. Watching Olu Oluwatimi's tape, it is very clear his best ability is his pass pro ability. There are so many snaps, and we're not going to get into every single one of them, but there's so many snaps where he's in a true one-on-one set, and he shuts down the nose. Whoever it is that he ends up picking up, he does a really, really nice job. The handwork, the footwork, the technique within it, it all just looks very, very clean. And I'm not going to show you guys every single one of his pass pro sets. He ended up pass blocking 29 times, but he gave up no sacks and no quarterback hits, and he was in a lot of one-on-one situations. True, one-on-one, him versus the nose, and he won a lot of these. Now, one of the ways that Olu Oluwatimi wins is by using the latch technique. You see on this one, he's going to really just block this guy with one hand, the left hand specifically right onto this nose, and then he brings the second hand around, he latches on, and it's just perfect the way this guy pass pros. A pretty nice rep right here. Olu Oluwatimi is going to process the defensive line game. Although he doesn't actually come around and pick anyone up, you're going to see him do a pretty nice job. You're going to see this guy slant over here to the left. He's going to take that guy, pass him off. He's going to come back around to the D-end here. But the D-end doesn't actually come, and the quarterback does get the ball out. It's a pretty nice job being able to recognize and passing off one of the defensive linemen to the left side of the offensive line. This is a pretty nice job initially being able to punch and move the nose tackle on this one. But he should stick to the block just a little bit longer. Not a big deal. His guy doesn't make the play, and the play ends up picking up 8 yards. But just to kind of criticize him just a little bit, he needs to just work on the strength. He needs to work on being able to hold the block. But I do like the initial pop. You can see this nose tackle really gets picked up, lifted, and he gets pushed off balance right there. It's a nice job initially. Just kind of sticking with the block on this one. You can see that the nose is going to shed a little late within this play. But the running back still picks up a nice amount of yards. Pretty good job. Let's get to the next snap. Final snap here. Watch the physicality by Olu Oluwatimi once again on the nose tackle. Really get this guy out of there. Keep the pocket clean. Just a very, very nice game by Olu Oluwatimi. His pass blocking was phenomenal in this game. Obviously, no sacks, no quarterback hits. Not only in this game, but pretty much on all his snaps. The guy's already played 103 snaps this season. The guy's very, very solid in pass pro. I think he needs to continue to develop as a run blocker, but as he gets more reps in the NFL, he'll definitely continue to get better and better. Plus, the Seahawks run a lot of zone runs, and I think that fits the rookie center perfectly. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thumbs up, subscribe. We will be covering the Seahawks the rest of this season, as we've already been doing so far. And I will see you guys next time with another video.